We're going to be talking about a deck profile for Gill Alhama'at. Gill Alhama'at comes in with a mana 1. As well, if you go second, you get a energized black or white. With the mana 1, you're able to remove it to then produce any color or any ancient magic cards in order to play. With Reconnaissance, every time a darkness or a white magic stone comes into play, you then add a mana 1 onto your ruler, Alhama'at. With Judgment is 0, but in order to meet the requirements, you must have at least 7 mana counters on him in order to Judgment for free. Now, when you Judgment, you then Judgment into this fine thousand dragon. If you dig your Judgment with 7 mana counters, since you come in with another mana 1, you then now go up to 8. You then have the Symbol Skull of Flying, and as well, you still retain the ability to remove a mana 1 from your ruler to then produce any color for any ancient magic cards. With the Reconnaissance, instead of getting 1 mana counter whenever a light or darkness stone comes into play, you now get 2. Now, you might notice this card has a Judgment as well, even though this is a J ruler. This is the only card that does it at the present moment. In order to fulfill the requirements, you must have 20 magic stones, 20 magic mana counters, and remove 20, and then every card that you control. So that includes your stones as well, in case you're wondering. Now, when you Judgment, you then turn into a 2000 J ruler wizard. You come in with Barrier, Swiftness, Precision, Flying, and First Strike. Now, your last 2 abilities are that all chants in your hand become Ancient Magic, subtype, including their original type. You're then able to play any Ancient Magic cards from your hand for free. Okay? So we're going to go and talk about more how to use this deck.
I know what you want. I don't know what you want in your deck.
I have 4 of Mr. Alhama'at stones. Now, if you are not playing Alhama'at, this stone comes into play tap unless you play 300 life. But since I'm playing Alhama'at, it comes to play recovered. Now, the ability for this card, since this is a light and darkness, you then get a mana 1 counter on your J ruler. You are also able to remove a mana 1 from your ruler to tap this to produce any color you want. So unlike your J ruler, who can only produce it for Ancient Magic, this is able to be used for any other card in your hand that you do wish to play. Okay? We then play 3 black whites to help with the color structure of the deck. And then last, we're gonna end it off with black greens. Now, the base color of this deck is black, of why we put the base black instead of having it as base white. Okay? We're gonna get into that in a second.
I was thinking 2 cards again.
So, we're gonna go off. We play 4 Demon Orderlies. Now the reason for that is, this is a 1-drop black, it's a 3/3. Resident Demon, but it's the special ability that it currently has. This card counts as a black stone while it's on board. So, when you start your game, and you tap for a stone, you now currently have, you start with 1 mana 1, and you tap for a stone, you now have 2. Now, since you tap for a stone and you play this from hand,
I'm fine with her killing.
His ability triggers the Reconnaissance and then allows you to then go up to 3. So then this allows you to get into your Judgment a lot faster.
Whatever she targets, I'm just Alice casting it. I don't care if I don't put another one in.
We then play 4 Rachels. Oops, apologize. Play 4 Rachels. Now, Rachel is a 3-drop, 1 white, 2 void. She's a ancient, angel, and demon. She's a 7/7 flyer. Now, her ability, her own enter ability, when she comes to the board, she picks a 1-drop demon from graveyard and put onto the field. On top of that, she also has a reconnaissance ability. Whenever you get into a darkness stone during your turn while she's on board, you're then able to destroy or banish a 2-drop resonator or less on the board. And then if you do, you then put a mana on your ruler. So, for example, Orderly, if Orderly is in your graveyard and she comes into play, you can target Orderly from graveyard and bring it to play. Orderly ability triggers to give your J Ruler a reconnaissance ability, and then as well also triggers Rachel to then either A, destroy Orderly, or if your opponent has a 2-drop or less on their side of the board, you can destroy theirs and as well gain another mana for your J Ruler. Right? So then you go from 1 to 2. Right? We then play 4 Hares. Now, here's another very important card. It is a black-white void. This is unfortunately a fairy tale. Now, the even more special ability than the Orderly is it counts as a darkness and a white stone. So, unlike tapping for a stone, you actually get 2 mana counters from this one resonator. And at the same time, this also triggers its own reconnaissance ability. So, the light and the darkness, what they both do is they give you either a +1/+1 100 counters on your resonator side of the board, and if it's a black stone, and if it's the other stone, you get your opponent's resonators get a -1/-1 every time that color stone comes into play. So this works really well. You're able to mana ramp a lot faster for your J Ruler, and you can come out. Right. Now for the spells. I play 3 Violet Messengers. Now this is a 1-drop black ancient magic chant. When you play this card, your opponent has to discard a card from their hand. And then if your ruler has mana, you then put a mana on your ruler. Now, since we're playing Alhama'at, I'm just going to refer to that as playing Alhama'at. Now, on top of that, since this is an ancient magic, you can remove a mana from him to play this card for free on the technical aspect, since you're going to receive a mana after you play it. We then play 4 of the Heartfire cards as a 1-drop Ancient Magic Quick Cast. Now this card has 2 different abilities. You need to choose one. You either A, deal 400 damage to target resonator, or you can give your Alhama'at 3 mana counters. And on top of that, since this is an ancient magic card, you can remove 1 to gain 3. So in a sense, if you're using by his ability, your ruler's ability, Alhama'at's ability, you're gaining 2 every time you play this card through his own ability.
Target. Remove it. Thank you. I still have. We're breaking even.
We now play 3 Magic Sweets.
Fine.
Magic Sweets is a 1-drop white chant, quick cast.
During his end step.
This is one of the very few non-ancient magic cards in the deck. Now, when you play this card, you can target 1 J/Resonator on your side of the board. You can give it a 200 attack and defense. And on top of that, you can give it barrier until the end of turn.
Don't be minus. You can't stop it. Don't be minus.
Get out of here.
I play 4 of the Runes of Souls. It is a
Deal 4.
red-blue
Use that
quick
will.
cast
Kill it.
ancient magic card.
That was stupid.
When you play this card, you search your deck for any ancient magic,
Go ahead, sir.
right? And then you add it to your hand.
Cover.
And again, since you're playing Alhama'at, you can just remove 2 mana counters and search for any ancient magic card from your deck.
Tap 2. Go.
And play
That's the reason
4
why.
rewrite and loss.
Fall for stall.
Since this is a green void,
Pay
the reason
0.
why that this card is pretty versatile is after you play this card, you recover 2 magic stones, and you also draw a card. Now, on top of that, all your stones can now produce any color that you would like: white, red, blue, green, black, to end a turn. So then you're able to play the other cards that you do not have a certain color for.
Swing for 9.
59.
We play 2 Wind Secluded Refuge. That is a green void. This is an addition field spell.
Okay, that's fine.
When this card comes to play, you do draw a card.
Recovery phase.
Now, while this card is currently on board, whenever your opponent plays an ability or card that targets one of your J rulers or resonators, you can send this to the graveyard to cancel that ability.
Instead of doing the regalia, you should have started doing these spells. Just so you can use them later.
We play 2 Black Moonbeams. This is a double black quick cast ancient magic card. This destroys a J ruler on board.
Go.
Maximum value.
We play 2 Indications of Disaster. This is a 3-drop, 2 red, 1 void. This is an ancient magic card as well, Chant. This card has a few different abilities. When you play this card, you then have to choose whether or not you would like to deal 800 damage to target Resonator, or deal 800 damage to target your opponent. With the Awakening, you then have the choice of now dealing 2,000 damage to target Resonator, your opponent controls, or 2,000 damage to your opponent.
Swing for 9.
We have 3 Racers. This is a 4-drop, black, white, 2 void. This is again another ancient magic chant. This destroys any non-magic stone card on the board.
Your hand. Remove.
We play 1 Rachel Smile. This is a 5-drop, 2 blue, 3 void. This is another ancient magic quick cast. This rests all J/resonators and magic stones that your opponent controls.
No cards in hand, correct?
Nope.
We then play 2 World Flame Summonings. This is a 6-drop, 2 red, 4 void. Now you get to choose two of these 4 different abilities. Either you can ask your opponent to banish a special stone that they currently control, deal 800 damage to all their resonators that they control, 800 damage to your opponent, or you can deal 1,500 damage to their J ruler. Okay. So, I do hope that you're able to understand that as this deck profile, this does not run a lot of resonators. The resonators that I do run helps with the mana counters to speed up the deck. It's very versatile, so either you can play on its ruler side, the first judgment side, to get mana counters faster, or you can work your way up to your second judgment. There's a lot.
Pay 0. Target.
So I do hope you enjoyed this video. Many more to come.